Hello and welcome to the virtual session titled Delivering Extraordinary Customer Experience with SAS Customer Intelligence. I'm Gunasekaran. I do hope that you will enjoy this virtual session. A quick note about SAS. We've been in the industry for 46 years, with analytics being our core competency, with over 14,000 employees worldwide. We have annual sales of around 3.27 billion. 96 of our top 100 customers are Fortune 500 customers, and we're number one in the analytics intelligent market share space with 31%. The customer is the center of your universe, or should be, and you are rightfully obsessed with them, getting them, growing the relationship with them, keeping them when they leave, getting them back. And the decisions you make around each customer at every stage of their journey with you dictate the quality of their experience and ultimately your organization's success. As the excellence of experience will be one of your major success of differentiation you have for most industries. Everything else can be copied, but not customer experience and customer journeys. SAS has helped thousands of organizations succeed by helping them to make the best decision at every stage of the customer relationship. So, good decision maximize the quality of the experience for your customers. Drive the value which they get from the relationship, which in turn dictates the value they create for your own business. McKinsey rightfully noted that delivering excellence in customer experience can have a significant positive impact on business performance. Customer experience leader gain rapid insights to build customer loyalty. They're getting like a 5 to 10% revenue gain and reduce cost by 15 to 25% within 2 to 3 years. Research on behalf of SAS highlights that many brands understand that failing to embrace technology could stop them in delivery excellence of experience to the customers. So what's stopping industries? What are the common challenges? Lack of fresh, accurate insights. Many organizations struggle to obtain fresh, accurate data describing the channel interactions, transactions, and comments that provide the largest clues about what each customer or visitor is looking for right now. Without this data available in real time, how can you make a sensible decision about what to offer a customer and how to position it while the need is still fresh in the customer's mind? If you have to wait for a couple of days to understand what the customer is looking for, the opportunity is already gone. Understanding identity. As consumers, we are all acquiring more and more digital devices, more mobile phones, more tablets, more digital assistants, and we're all using all of these devices to contact our regular providers. So unless our providers can track us accurately across all these multiple devices, they are going to get a very fragmented view of us as customers and what's currently important, resulting in poor decisions around personalization and recommendations, and ultimately a poor experience for us as the customer. Deploying sophisticated analytics. Even with the right real-time data describing customer needs, how do you determine the best response? Given the huge volumes and the likely complexity involved, the answer has to be analytics. You need to be able to drop in artificial intelligence and machine learning directly into the engagement at relevant points to determine the very best thing to do. That means selecting the best offer or recommendation to meet customer needs and the best treatment to make it most appealing to your customer. You need to be able to automatically promote what's working best, and optimize your overall effectiveness. Tune what's not working very well. But sometimes in a customer journey, there will be need to make more sophisticated decisions. Example, offer pricing, credit risks, potential fraud, etc. And it's important to be able to call out to a capable decisioning engine, which can retrieve whatever data that is required from across your infrastructure for the particular decision, and which can then be applied to whatever analytics are necessary to make the specific decision about that customer. Every customer engagement in 2021 is probably going to touch a wide range of channels. Some owned, some external, some purely digital, some not. You need to be able to follow the customer seamlessly throughout the journey, picking up changes and responding effectively at every step to maintain the consistency and continuing relevance of the engagement. And to be able to re-engage the customer should the trail go cold. That's important too. And with increasing complexity of customer engagement, it's more important than ever that you understand how effective the actions you take at each step are, so that you can continue to do more of what gives you the best results. Managing more complex journey means more to manage from an operational perspective. It's important to have agile capabilities in place to help you define and manage plans, budgets, processes, and assets. Many organizations struggle with the increased management overhead and agility, and then they suffer accuracy and the costs start spiraling out. Many providers will offer solutions to these challenges, which are purely cloud-based, and it's important that you can balance the benefits of cloud delivery with potentially increased risk, especially needing to move customer data to cloud or even some cases out of the country. Lack of technical flexibility can be a major issue, which sees organizations implementing disparate solutions to manage separate parts of the customer journey, which results in increasing costs and management overheads and fragmented, confusing customer experience, and not to mention the challenges with integrating. Disparate solution needs different formats of data. They need to be massaged, and the amount of effort that needs to be done to make sure that the data exchange is in a particular format which is compatible with different solutions, and they bring their own challenges. So those are some of the technical challenges that will need to be considered too. So let's talk a little bit about the customer engagement cycle. So if you could solve all the technology challenges, how do you build a better customer engagement process? At SAS, we think there are 4 stages to effective customer engagement and experience. Let's start with listen. We need to listen so that we can work out the current context for every customer or visitor. What are they doing now? Where are they? Are they doing anything different that indicates a new need? And do we need to respond to what we're seeing? Or would that be intrusive from a customer point of view? Next, we need to understand. Before we can respond to what we have observed, we need more information. Who is actually engaging with us and what do we know about them and the relationship with us? Thirdly, given our expanding knowledge of the customer and the requirements, we need to identify and evaluate our options. We need to identify the best option to meet the customer goals, but ideally the one which also helps the organization to meet its performance targets. And then finally, we need to act on what we see as the best option for the customer and for us. Then observe and record what happens. Was our offer relevant? Do they seem interested or not? And how did they respond? Once we know all of these things, we can think about the next step of the journey. And by the way, it is all about enabling the journey. We are not just doing this once. We need to be able to run the cycle at every step of a customer journey, steering the customer engagement to meet the customer goals in the light of developing view of what they need. And we need to be able to do this at scale, to do this potentially for millions of customers at a time and across various channels. It could be the web, it could be the phone, it could be emails, it could be the call center or in-store experience or point of sale. So the journey never stops at one channel. So it needs to be stitched across and all these streams. What capabilities do we need? So to start off with, to meet and manage the customer engagement cycle effectively, we are going to start off by putting plans, budgets, processes, and assets in place which provide the framework for control and success. Then we need the listening capabilities, the ability to access data to let us understand in real time or batch how customers are interacting with the channels or using our products and services. What are they expressing in terms of opinions and their sentiment? What are they telling us and whether they're satisfied or not? From this data, we can identify key triggers and changing behavioral trends that indicate which customers we should consider more carefully, identify high value, identify churn. It all starts there. But before we can decide how to respond, we must understand more. Identity management tells us exactly who we are that we are talking to. Then we need to establish a complete picture of them. What have they been looking at in the outside world beyond our channels? What have they already bought? What's the history of our recent interactions? What have we offered and how did they respond? It needs to form a 360 view. We need to understand that. Once we have a full understanding, then we need to decide how to respond. Here we need to be able to deploy business rules and analytical models seamlessly integrated with our channel processes. If we are engaging with a new or returning visitor, we are not going to know so much about them. So we need to be able to easily deploy artificial intelligence and machine learning to help optimize personalization and recommendations, be it known customers or unknown customers or potential customers or just visitors. So we need to know how to respond to them. And finally, now we know that what to do. We then need to deploy the outcome of a decision into the channel where the customer or visitor is engaged. Then follow them as they move across touch points, reinforcing and modifying a message when we pick up any changes. And finally, and also most importantly, we need to be able to measure our success. So what is SAS core capabilities? SAS core customer experience capability includes campaign management, journey management, personalization, segmentation, identity management, channel optimization, paid media, reporting, business intelligence, and analytics. We're able to listen and detect by ingesting data, digital data, what's happening in all your digital touch points, and we can leverage multiple data sources, identify key events through our event stream processing, and we can stream data in real time and batch. Understand customers, identity resolution, build single view of the customer, marry the past, real-time context and the history, analyze and decide, apply sophisticated segmentation rules, guided contextual analytics, use predictive analysis, and engage the customer experience and engagement through personalization and recommendations and off-time and real-time engagement, orchestrated on omni-channel journeys, optimize customer journeys. We're able to pivot on certain events that happen in customer journeys, move customers from one journey to another. And to top it off, we are able to add modules which allows you to do planning and operations, define budgets and plans, make sure that your marketing resources are put to good use. And finally, measure and report. Where is the value coming out? How are your programs giving you returns? Fine tune it, make changes, and redeploy your marketing programs to get better results. So how do we do it? So we have a hybrid architecture. How does the hybrid architecture marketing work? There are two major important considerations when a technology vendor requires a brand to onboard their managed customer data and intellectual property into a cloud solution. One is data duplication, another one is synchronization. Unless a brand is moving all of their operational and marketing systems to a single location, this will always be a challenge. A hybrid marketing platform thereby can provide a secure WebSocket-based connection between your chosen data management environment and a software as a service marketing cloud. An API gateway of agents can provide a framework that allows integration with any external system. Thus, rather than requiring the movement and duplication of any of your data of brands managed customer data to a marketing cloud, the hybrid marketing design allows you to map customer identity from your data repository to an anonymously hashed identity in a marketing cloud. Again, to clarify, your managed environment can be on premises, hosted by another company, or stored in a cloud system of your choice. It's end of the day, it's your choice, and you control your data. So the benefits are accelerated innovation, optimization of total cost of ownership, uptime and reliability, and flexibility in deployment. So what are SaaS's key differentiators? We are often asked, is SaaS a CDP? And the answer to that is yes. We are, because we can certainly satisfy 4 key characteristics of a CDP and more. What are the 4 characteristics that we're talking about? Ingesting data, manage identity, segment data, and finally provision data. SAS CA 360 is all about enabling marketers to shape and optimize customer journeys with analytically driven insights. Openness and integration is about ingesting data from other applications and providing that data and resulting insights to other applications so that they can be activated. Identity management ties to the basic data ingestion and identity management requirements of a CDP as well. But this is also one of our strongest differentiators in how we handle the data, because we provide a way to stitch together online and offline data into a unified profile without making you to do the lift and shift that we described. Enriching the data with analytics is another of our strongest differentiators, because we go well beyond the audience segmentation here. I don't think you'll find any other CDP vendors in the leadership quadrants for the 2020 Forrester Real-Time Interaction Wave, Forrester Customer Analytics Wave, and Gartner's Multi-Channel Marketing Hub Magic Quadrant. But we are there in all of these. And the last 2 themes, digital guardianship and journey management, also go well beyond the purview of many CDPs. Again, proving the point is like just a flavor of how the analyst reports have rated SAS. SAS is the only company in the leader quadrant across all major analyst reports. And here is a quick view of the products, the modularized products that can be deployed independently, and when deployed as a suite can give you major values. But that's what forms the SAS CI 360 suite. Customer success. SAS has currently in the region of 1,200 customers who've been using our customer engagement solution since the very early 2000s. We help to manage effective customers with tens of thousands of customers, with the very largest with hundreds of millions. At the last estimate, we help our customers to manage somewhere approaching 3 billion consumer relationships across the globe. At a high level, SAS capabilities help organizations to deliver positive shifts in 4 major value levers. We can help deliver net growth in customer base by improving acquisition, delivering a better holistic customer experience to boost customer satisfaction and extend relationships. And we can help you to reduce churn by identifying or predicting early signs of dormancy or defection. We can help to build customer value by identifying new customer and needs and opportunities, then kicking off the right sales and services focused engagements and journeys to ensure that the customer needs are met and opportunities are seized. Help boost returns and profits, which your customer engagement program delivers by helping you to reduce customer servicing costs while also improving satisfaction, and by helping you streamline infrastructure, supporting the customer engagement process and strip out unnecessary ownership and operation costs. And finally, we can help you improve the efficiency of your marketing production operations, ensuring that all your operational processes run like clockwork, freeing time for new value adds. And here are some values that are aggregated from customer projects delivered across all major industries and across the globe. And here are some examples of some individual customer successes. Proving what we say. We're there to help. Wherever you are in this journey. Typically, you fall in one of these 3 categories as a customer. You're completely new to this and looking to implement the initial stages of your customer engagement infrastructure. Or you've implemented elements of customer engagement infrastructure over the past few years, but recognize that the entire platform needs to be modernized or to realize the most valuable opportunities. Or your customer engagement platform is mature and effective, but its contribution could be significantly enhanced by adding new capabilities. As a start, we need to establish where you are so that we can jointly build a roadmap that will help you towards a desired end goal, together with a view of the value that the change will deliver. To do this, we have a well-established assessment process, the customer engagement evolution assessment that can be run in just a few weeks, and will deliver a clear, well-defined set of recommendations to help you move toward your desired end state. One of the primary outcome will be the definition of an initial quick win phase that will deliver initial business value through implementation of a small number of high value use cases. And this is just a sample project of how we can get things started. And with that, I would like to thank you for everyone's time, and hopefully this session was useful and give you some insights into what SAS can do in the customer experience. And we are more than happy to dig into details and give you further demos if required or answer any questions. Thank you for your time.